Hi, I'm Aiman, and welcome back to one of my auto repair videos. In today's video, this is going to be an introduction to a comprehensive guide on how to solve your car's AC issues. This can apply to most cars that run on R134A refrigerant, but let's say this specifically applies to Honda Insight Generation 2, which applies to 2009 to 2013 models. So, an AC system is pretty complex, and that's why mechanics get paid the big bucks for repairing them. Well, if your AC system has something going wrong with it, there are four main components that we can look at, in addition to the piping. First, there's the compressor down there, which could be broken, could have a bad bearing, a bad clutch, which that could be one component that could be faulty. Another component is the condenser, which is this grill right here, which we'll talk about in a bit, which also includes the dryer, which it's kind of hard to point out. That cylindrical object there. Okay. And there's also the evaporator connects to these two ports out here, and the evaporator is actually inside the dashboard, so that's why I can't show you it. But you can see that the piping goes all the way to the low pressure hose. If the evaporator is faulty, then you're going to see some condensation coming out inside, and if you put like a paper towel, you can feel that it feels kind of oily. Of course, there could also be faulty electronic components. The ECM could be faulty, climate control, even a fuse could be blown. In our case, however, we know that there are leaks in the system. So that means our attention should be focused on one of the four components that I pointed out. We know that there's a leak in the system because Nafis himself, who's the driver of this car, told us that there's a leak. He recharged the Freon, and it didn't hold. So that means that could either be, a bad compressor, there's a clog in the system, or even just a bad O-ring. So what we're going to do to fix this problem is, because we don't know the exact issue, we're going to brute force our way through. We're going to try to replace all the components, starting with the compressor. We've already done a video on the compressor, so if you want to remove and replace it, go check it out. Then we're going to move on to the condenser, which is a video that we haven't done yet. So we're going to be doing a video on this one as well. So for you, if you just plan on taking the compressor out, you don't need to worry about all the components over here. But if you want to take out the condenser, you have to take out the radiator fan, which requires which requires draining the coolant. So we'll talk about that when we actually do the video on replacing the condenser, but make sure you go check it out. Again, this is just a brief overview of the AC system and the possible causes of failure within it. And we're going to try to replace as much as we can, and we're going to try to fix the AC. But we're not professionals. We're amateurs just like you, and we're also trying to just solve this problem that we're facing. So we'll keep you updated on how everything goes. We might stumble along the way, but like I said, we're also learning as you guys are learning. So we already have our set of tools right here, ready for our job, and ready for this next series of replacing all the AC components in this Honda Insight Generation 2. I'm Aiman, and thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll go videos on EyeOnAiman, especially the series of videos that I mentioned, and also check out the other videos I've done on the Honda Insight Generation 2. I replaced OSPA spark plugs. There are 8 of them, which is a pretty interesting job. Some of them are in the back. Go check that out, and I'll see you there. But for now, I'm Aiman, signing out.